everyone, so help. I'm having an existential crisis. Yes, I am in my gym and I love doing my personal training. I love doing the vlogging, the writing from home, the journalism. But as it comes to going out and living the life of having this big career that I thought I'd always dreamed of, I realised that it's actually just been a plaster fixing over a lot of my issues. So when I was younger and I was really struggling mentally, I would get busier and busier. I would do every single degree possible, masters, whilst working, having the kids on my own, just trying to do everything because I kind of thought, well, as a woman, I should be able to juggle everything. I should have this career ambition because I'm a feminist. But actually, that's not about feminism. Feminism is about choice. And we're struggling with the choice right now because I've always been happiest when I'm working from home and most of all being a stay-at-home mom and housewife now. Because obviously Danny, my husband, he's got a great career and I can see that flying and I want to help him make that fly and be there to support the kids and the family unit and the home. And I even feel weird saying those words because I love looking after the home, cleaning, keeping everyone happy, fed, scrubbing floors even, the non-glamorous stuff. Not that I get real pleasure out of that, I get more pleasure out of looking after the kids and doing stuff with the kids and like Athena at the moment just being on demand, being the milkmaid. Actually, I look like one in this top. But it's hard to get over that, like, yeah, I've got my ambition. I love doing these vlogs and podcasts and ghostwriting books and doing the personal training and like hosting the odd event and speaking about mental health and doing public speaking. But more than anything, my goal is to be a good mom and housewife. And Danny would never expect that of me. It's my choice, which I think is key to feminism, is that doesn't mean that just because he's a man, he should be the provider and protector, but that is what his role is in our relationship. And my role is the typical nurturer, looking after the home and the kids and the family. And we're both adjusting, I think, to these roles because we're both been single parents. So you're used to trying to do absolutely everything. So we're really blessed that we've got more of a balance than someone. We're much more of a team. We've actually got a team now, but we're still getting used to it. We're like, what? You've just done that out of just doing it. And I'm like, oh, he's just done that. And wow. And it's like weird because he keeps saying, stop thanking me. Why are you thanking me to change nappies and doing little bits? But it's not because of our genders that we've adopted those roles. That's just who we are as people. But I think my identity crisis is because I always thought I have to be really aspirational. I have to want this huge career, be travelling the world, the country. And already that changed when I had my first child. I didn't want to then be a foreign reporter, entrepreneur, social entrepreneur, travelling the world. Because now my dream is if I did travel the world and we did as a family, it would have to be as a family. Ideally in a motorhome, be travelling, but I'd still be cooking, cleaning, looking after the family, doing the odd vlog whilst Danny goes out and does his thing. But it's also being part of a team. And I think that's where, whether you're in a romantic relationship or you've got a strong family around you or whatever, it's like, how do you all work best? Where's your flow? And I know for me mentally and my mental health, I'm best to be the one at home because that's where I feel most grounded, most comfortable. I can keep my health okay. I can monitor myself, but also it's a good recognising, because I think with a lot of mental health issues, we always think the typical, it'll be somebody dressed in black, rocking in a corner, crying. And that, yeah, it might be the case for some people, but it's not for everyone. And like they say, it's time to talk, and it is to an extent, but it's time to do what you need to do to actually help your mental health and other people's mental health. It might not be talking for some people. For me, yes, talking on vlogs help, but sometimes talking to people doesn't help because I'm quite an introvert. And exercise is one of my best therapies, but as with everything, I have to keep that under control so it's not too much where I get a bit too hooked on all the adrenaline. And that's why I think I manage my mental health much better being the one at home, working bits but from home and keeping it a lot more low key, whereas Danny's very good at going out there and doing that and being a lot more of a kind of socialite kind of person, whereas I get a lot more introvert. So I don't often get, other than the odd opportunity, I don't get FOMO at all. I don't fear missing out on big things or getting glamorous and dolled up. I look and I go, oh, thank God I didn't have to get ready for that. So I'm the opposite, but it's about like recognizing yourselves and not feeling like we should be or do anything. But I'm also going through that journey. So I'd love to know any of your experiences of like really recognizing yourself and where you're at in life. Because actually when I'm slower is when I'm doing better mentally, because then I can help and allow my thoughts to process. Whereas when I'm doing everything, it's when I'm really, really struggling. So I'd love to know your thoughts anyway. Sending so much peace, love, shimmies and lots of sparkles. It's time to work out for me.